Oh, it's just you. Not that worried about that guy. I'm assuming we'll probably run into some eyestalk fairly soon. And my ship's at about half charge, so I need to consider that as well. Whoops. Oh, wait a minute. It's called a crown, right? Would it be on top of our big floaty friend? Because these guys are the types that would have crowns. How's that for an idea? What did that just say? Oh, break barnacle. I thought it said break dance. Like there's an option to break dance on top of a floaty buddy? Have I looked on top of my head? Also an odd option to consider, yeah? I don't think there's any up here. Alright, well, I mean, it's not a terrible idea, I would think. In terms of, thinking outside the box, I thought I was going with that riddle there, or taking it to be a riddle when it probably isn't one. Why would I have not seen it up until this point? Haven't I explored everywhere in the game? Wouldn't I have seen it? Like, whether or not I theoretically have seen it is one thing, but whether I would have seen it is another. That's the end of that, because it's so freaking rare. I want to see Moth 2.0. I want to see Moth that can just have a much stronger hull and has more upgrade slots and can go deeper. The best vehicle. I'm sad that it doesn't get to be used more. He says as he uses it. Just use the prawn, it's faster. More. I don't agree that it's faster. I mean, it has moments of being faster, yeah. But largely, it's just moments of kind of trying to hit something with the grappling hook and speed up a little bit. Also, being able to just basically fly is quite handy. That's the Cyclops. No, the Cyclops is 40 feet long. I want one that I can actually fly around. It's the whole thing driving that. It's like, it's taking out the massive family van when you just need a little zippy golf cart. It's cool you can store about infinite stuff in it. That's great, but I also really value maneuverability. It just stresses me out. It reminds me of taking my driver's test, trying to parallel park every time I take that thing somewhere. Should I go down in here? People are always saying there's stuff in here. I still never swam into one of the mushrooms. Didn't really want to get destroyed by the buddies that live inside. Is there one in every single... Oh no, there's an egg in that one. Hey, maybe it can spawn in here. Probably be fairly noticeable if it's blue. Guess I probably didn't spend much time looking at around this depth. I saw the fire vents and I was like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be over here. It seemed very dangerous at the time. Oh, well, that's also quite dangerous. I should really repair. Is this the type that I need for anything? And I think this is not even a registered object that counts as a creature. It's just... Are you eating my boat? I think that's just kind of there. Oh. This area might be bigger than I realized. It's got tiny little mini mushrooms everywhere. Those are cute. It just keeps on going. But what about over here? It just kind of looks like... Oh, more of the same, but I didn't realize that was so, Hey! Alright, evidently kind of hard to drive. I like how this one looks more like a proper cave system than most. It's pretty cool. What exactly is going on right here? Those don't count. Star-shaped barnacles. Starnacles. Knuckles? Oh. Just what's left of it, I guess. Which is not much. You thought this was the most extreme zone? Yeah, they go a bit further with that, huh? Okay, I think I'm confusing myself as to which directions I've been in already now. This area is just actually massive. Just keeps spreading in different directions. Surprised there's not a teleporter to this area. There probably is. Just came from somewhere else. Yeah, that's the base. That's that papyrus scroll stuff. I was mad that they called it that. Because it makes people remember that papyrus is a font, and then they'll go and use it again. And that's a dead end. That was their first 2 base before they discovered multi-purpose rooms. Seems that way. Alright, I'm gonna call this a have not found it. Papyrus versus Impact, you can only use one font for the rest of your life. Impact. I don't know. It's like, for readability, it's just better. But it's still, you know, not great. You just still think about the skeleton. Well, that's fair enough. They fit right into the joke. It's supposed to be about cringe humor. No, actually, how is this place still going, though? I know I've doubled back several times, but, like, now I actually just want to find an exit. I think this is one. Chiller or Joker Man? Oh my god, that's a decision no one should have to make. That's just cruel. That's like, which would you rather do? Cut off your right arm or your left arm? Either way, you're losing an arm. It's not going to end well. I can't believe I still can't even find the eyestalk. Are we sure I wasn't on something with the... Check the top of their... No. Sea crown. It's the perfect thing for it to be on top of a thing. It's a crown. Should wear it on their head. Player 1 or Impact. Is Player 1 like one of those arcade-looking fonts? I'm not sure I know that one off the top of my head. If only I knew. I would have harvested a bunch of the eyestalk when I'd seen it. Oh, I hear fish exploding themselves off in the distance. You collected everything? I mean, that's probably what I would have done too. I just didn't know that it was going to be useful for, like, anything, so I just left it. But I tend to do that usually. I even know what eyestalk looks like. I think I could identify it from a good distance. Eyestalk and his mother lived in a small cave on the seafloor. Down to 22 power. Ah. Oh yeah, that happens a lot. It seems to bob in the water for some reason. Oh yeah, I could build some ion power cells. I wonder if you can still recharge them in the regular one. Maybe they just has like super high capacity now. Look, I'm actually in it though.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Fooled ya. There we go.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I thought I was just gonna go through that gate and it was gonna tell me to use the cure, and then I was gonna be done with the game and build the rocket. But no, we gotta go looking for stuff. Good night, motivated moo. Five times capacity. Ooh, that's fancy. All right, I will now justify it to myself. How would I find one of these rare plants? Red grass zone. Okay. Well, luckily that's very close. Two ion batteries and a silicone rubber. Did I leave any silicone? Nope. Creepvine, seed cluster. You know, I didn't really want to go on another scavenger hunt on top of it. Do I just have another power cell? I do.
Systems online.
Didn't even remember where you changed the power cell on it. I don't think I've ever had to do it before. What do you mean, go to where it all began? The Aurora? Oh, that's a weird spot to put that. Well, there's only so many caves around here, so I'll probably find it fairly quickly. That's fine. You said it was in the red grass zone. I'll look around the red grass zone for a little bit. It's fine. I don't know why I wouldn't have expected it to be so close to the beginning. Sorry. That'll never get old. Oh, because there's more. Yeah, of course, there's more than one red grass biome. Alright, well, is this the wrong one, then? Southwestern one. Well, if I'm going northeast to get to the base, wouldn't that make this the southwestern one? Now there's Leviathans around again.
Detecting multiple Leviathan clubs.
Yeah, I know. We've already been down that road.
Whatever you're doing is worth it.
Are you sure whatever you're doing is worth it? Really? No, I'm not. Really don't want to be eaten alive again. Wait through the loading screens. Thank you very much, Hayaz212, for subscribing. Oh wow, those damaged the ship pretty well. Alright. Is it in that freaking tunnel that I would always go through to get quartz? That, like, big-ass horn tunnel? Because I thought that was closer to the home base. I bet that's where everybody was talking about. What is this? Yeah, I know the game doesn't seem to have seahorses for some reason. Yeah, I think I was thinking of this one. Doesn't seem to be here, so I guess not. That's cool, though, that that is even there, that you can just kind of, like, fly through that. Focus on the other plants. I guess you're telling me that they're growing on another plant now. Are they on top of these rocks here? Somebody said they were in a cave before, so that's why I was going in the caves. I mean, the other ones you need? Oh, I only need the eyestalk. And I'm apparently in the right biome right now to find the sea crown, so... Ah. You think this game could have been as fun as it was in space instead of underwater? I think this particular environment suits it very well. There's a lot of, I think, ideas and concepts we bring to the idea of it being a sea-based game. So their ability to riff on that makes it something that is a bit more relatable than space. People have an idea of what they might find under the ocean, but they don't quite know where it might end, so they can have fun with that concept. Whereas space is all kind of like mostly empty, mostly pretty bland, a lot of dust, gas, and everything kills you. Not everything here kills you, and that's, I think, the interplay between it being sort of pseudo-relaxing versus threatening is quite exciting for a lot of people, including myself. This seems like an important cave. If I could get by this. Give me sea crown before I see brown. I guess the implication there is I'm gonna shit out of anger. Never a great reason to do that. I'm caught! Don't worry, I'm safe. I got excited because it seemed like there was a special light in there indicating this was a special cave. I'd rather maybe go without the extra stuff. Look at you. You beautiful thing. Now I will cut you. And I will take pieces off of you. Hooray. That'll do the job. Mostly just wanted to cut another piece off of it. Oh, there's like a bunch of them here, actually. Probably could grow this stuff if I wanted. Oh yeah, I haven't scanned it. That's true. Anything else in this cave worth noting? Some eggs. Eggs. I like that little pass-through there. That's fun. Good enough. Thank you, Baron. So, last thing we need is eyestalk. Where am I gonna get some eyestalk? And where else are we gonna save? I have not hatched any eggs, but I did bring a lot of eggs down to my little hatchery that could have that. My aquarium below the ocean. Could have also found it in the Sea Emperor's tank. Yeah, that's what I thought you were gonna say. I actually said that very thing earlier. I said I was going to go back in the teleporter, and then somebody said, no, don't, and then I didn't. That's what the guy flipped out about when he was like, I'm just going to save him time, and then he got timed out for backseating. Yeah, it's kind of reverse back seating, isn't it? Where do I find some eyestalk now? Is it in here? There's also a serious lack of turtles in this game. I find their lack of turtles disturbing. That was about the portals for the biomes? Oh, well, I didn't actually read what he said before it got timed out, so I was guessing. Oh, they're around the early areas, so they shouldn't be hard to find. Well, I haven't seen any in a good while. But I did remember seeing them in the past, so yeah, I guess I'm right back to where I was. Not even sure I have room for any if I find it. Yeah, I was expecting there would eventually be that scene that's always in every, like, ocean kind of game where they hit you with the realization that something you thought was, like, land was actually alive. I guess that's kind of what they did with the reefbacks. But where, like, say I'm, like, swimming around inside of something or next to something, and then all of a sudden I realize it's, like, the most massive whale that could ever be imagined. That kind of thing. Or you find, like, a cave so big, and then you think the entire floor is glowing, but it's actually just the biggest jellyfish ever.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
They had that in concept art. It was hard to pull off. Fair enough. I'm sort of just daydreaming ideas more than anything. I don't know how reasonable some of this stuff is. Oh. Forgot I had an entire compartment free. Got an entire second set of equipment for another day. Piece of ore. I don't need to, like, manufacture a dozen or some stupid thing of this, stuff, right? Like, I don't need to manufacture all the ingredients. I'm pretty sure somebody would have said so if that was the case. Just one. Okay, I was getting extra stuff that I didn't really need to do then.
All systems online.
Alright. I've officially had enough looking for this eyestalk and such. It's time for it to simply appear in front of me! That was your cue, eyestalk. Do the thing. I thought I remembered it being in the kelp land over here, like, near the ground, maybe? Where I saw a lot of yellow. I thought it was also kind of just hanging out. I never would have thought it was something I would have trouble finding in the future.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Ah! Terrible move. I've become punch drunk. I no longer give a care. Show me the eye stalk. I care enough, though, to fix my ship. I've gone through a good many caves by now. Come on, eye stalk. You simply can't keep getting away with it. It's time to reveal. All right, it's time. Seriously. Took you the longest knowing it was the one you saw, but couldn't find it again. Ugh. I feel like I'm going crazy. I thought they were, like, all over the place. That's a tiger plant. Do they actually force you to learn the names of most of the things you find in this game, too? Well, maybe not force you, but it just becomes easier to refer to stuff if you know what they're called. And there is actually, like, proper nomenclature for everything, so you kind of fall into that after a while. I mean, I was already through all these areas before when I was looking for the other plants. So what the heck? I repeat, what the heck, game? Okay, I've decided they're going to be here. I am now using my mind to place one in the game environment. And I'm just honing in on it. It's somewhere right around one of these corners. Come on. Come on, I don't want to lose my touch. I just put one in the game environment with my mind. There's all these people watching. They're gonna think that I can't do this anymore. Don't get rattled. It's gotta be right here. If eyes could talk, they would tell me where to find an eye stalk. Thank you, Downtown Skyline, for the 6 months resubscription. Thanks. Hi, Nick. Thanks for being Nick. Thanks. It's nice of you to say. But actually, though, it's time to stop. Yes, I want a hint. I want you to tell me exactly where it is, because I'm tired of looking for things now. Yeah, I don't know what Commander Keen's life pod is. Someone said that earlier. I don't know what that means. I know Commander Keen is a video game that was popular in the late 80s and early 90s, particularly in MS-DOS, and was later parodied in both Doom and Duke Nukem 3D. But that does not give me the solution to this problem, unfortunately. Oh, it's one of the beacons, oh. Well, that would explain it then. Life pod number 19. Ah, Second Officer Keen. They don't call him Commander Keen. Also, he's almost 2,000 meters away? So yeah, just right near here. Oh, this game does look beautiful. It is beautiful. You're correct in saying so. I want to know how many eye stalks are between him and Commander Keen. Yeah, me too. If only I could get the scanner room powers all the time right from my tiny little ship. No! Sorry, I keep getting mad. It's frustrating though now, like everything was going so well, it was like a matter of this great loop of explore, build. And when our main goal was try and get deeper and deeper, that was like a very relatable goal, and now our goal is kind of like nebulous. It's actually literally the complete opposite direction. Whenever you see bulb bushes, there may be some eye stalks in the caves beneath. Oh, I saw a lot of bulb bushes. I didn't look in any caves, though. That sounded vaguely sexual, didn't it? Watch, I'm just gonna finally find it and then get eaten. This is a deep one. Alright, any minute now. I'm expecting endless wonders. And at last, we have finally found our goal. And of course, it's a dick-ass tiger plant here just to be a dick about the whole thing. Eat hot knife. Oh, thanks. Filled up my inventory. I don't even want you. Get dropped. Maybe I would have taken one. All right. We have solved the problem. Now to go create the solution. And then we got to drive back over there. So another 2,000 meters in that direction. All right, last things. Oh, and then we got to also come back and build the platform in addition. Which will probably involve me going back to my underwater base again, actually, because I'm going to need supplies from down there, I assume. It's quite the journey. Just throw an extra 2 hours of gameplay on at the very end. I know the rocket platform is very particular about where it wants to be placed. Like, it doesn't enjoy being in very deep or very shallow water. But, like, its definition of shallow is surprisingly, oh, God. Its definition of shallow is a little bit up for interpretation, perhaps.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I also wish you could build teleporters. That's what I was saying before. They should let you have complete command over all of the various alien structures that you run into, because I also wanted to build water slides. But maybe that's asking a bit much. I don't know. All right, so now I got to get all of these large items into my inventory at the same time. Oh. Is one of these almost empty? This one's fairly close. All right, so that's... yeah, that's already enough. I forgot that I had so many excess of the same item. Sea crown. There, that's everything. Teleporters were cut for 1.0. Oh. I didn't even know you wanted to make them. I didn't know if that was in the realm of possibilities or not. That's my final Reginald. And it's about time to eat it, to be honest. Thank you very much, XX Kumquat, for the Twitch Prime subscription.
All systems online.
Yeah, that's what we need to do. So we got some tablets, we got some ion cubes, we've got our hatching enzymes. Let's go hatch some fish. Unless there's anything else I needed out of my backpacks here. Actually, I should probably just leave this docked, to be honest. I don't know why I wouldn't. Right, we should probably take the prawn suit. Thank you very much, Poetry Stud Gaming, for the 26 months resubscription.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And good, we've still got plenty of charge. We are going to turn off the Keen beacon. And we should have... Oh, I don't need any of these at the moment. Really, just that one can be on. Alright, where are we at? There it is. Alright, we've got another 1,500 meter travel to go for. Let's do it. Nope, that's not how you do it. It's a little shallow here to get a lot of momentum up. Nope. Closer, though. It's great, you can tell when you've gotten a really good kickoff, because then, like, you can see the number go crazy, like, super fast. Well, you probably can't right now, because it's blue on blue, but... Let's try... Nope. That was an okay one. Oh, I touched the bottom. It's a little game within a game. Try and get the best launch. And then to just barely overcome the jump thrusters to stay up ahead of it. Better than I thought. I'm sure someone's run the math. Can this thing actually go faster than the Seamoth with like a good kickoff? Never really pay much attention to how fast it's moving. Yeah, it can. Oh, that was a decent one. Will I beat this hill? Just barely. Also seen it fly into the skybox. I was very impressed with it keeping up with the Leviathans as, as I grapple onto them and they fly everywhere. Oh, what a kick!